What's going on, world? It is time for Sunday Stacks.
Oh,
Now, we're
yes.
back. Sunday Stacks. We're so excited to be returning. A few years ago in 2015, Shemeka Ebony and myself went on a journey to talk to the world on radio, and now we're excited to bring back the Sunday Stacks platform again, and we're launching this podcast series. So we're excited to, let you all in to where we're going with everything. Again, I am Michael Stewart Isaacs, and I have the lovely.
Hi, Shemeka Ebony here. I'm so glad to be here and be present, uh, renewing and reviving through this platform and essence of Sunday Stacks is something I'm so looking forward to as we bring back the tales and the stories and the jewels that we learned along the way.
Yeah, and we're just excited to be able to just kind of rekindle the spark of what really gave birth to the work we do. As many of you may know us as the founders of I Am Brilliant, which is a campaign that was built around family, community, and company, meaning we just wanted to help people amplify their brilliance. I call it the reboot. Shemak will call it.
Renewal.
Yes, and illumination and all those spiritual things that help people to really identify who they are. And we've been able to make it into a social media phenomenon, and we're grateful for that opportunity. But Sunday Stacks was the origin. Sunday Stacks was a radio show we did at Saint Augustine's College, and we just had an amazing time. We had a nice little first season run of the show, and now we're just happy to bring it back. At that time in our life, me and Shemeka were just two people who were leaders meeting in community, and now
We are family,
we are
you
full.
know.
We're married, and we're just grateful, and we have so many new adventures that we've experienced since the starting of the original Sunday Stacks that we're excited to be able to just rekindle in this podcast series. So this is just going to be us being able to create some vulnerability just to talk about our process, how we got here, and how excited we are to renew the Sunday Stacks experience.
Absolutely. Thank you, community, for joining us on this journey. If you are an old head that was rocking with us back in tune in days, or you're new to the community and just curious about what we have to say, I guarantee that it'll transform your day if you just give us a moment.
And so we're just happy to be able to re enter the podcast space and really be able to open up the voices of what we're about. I think this is a great platform for us to really kind of explain what we're out here doing. Sometimes people can see the work that we've produced. Not only do we have I Am Brilliant, but myself and Shemeka have developed several platforms. And we also have six children. I said it right, six children. So between working through so many different projects and also trying to be present in our family, we definitely have a lot of insights that we want to utilize this new Sunday Stacks platform as a means to really talk to families about finances, budgets, so many different things that sometimes you don't even know where you stand. But as you are, we're about those who are entrepreneurial and looking at other ways to create that generational wealth and that financial literacy. And Sunday Stacks was always a great space for community, and now we're excited to expand the voices of what we go through as parents and as well as grow into what we are as entrepreneurs and share so much wisdom. And of course, we have the legendary Shemeka Ebony here, so of course, she has so much to share with you all.
I appreciate you and appreciate the opportunity to serve in community. What Sunday Stacks was a manifestation of was a walking by faith journey and amplifying community voices. And so to be the reigniter of that after curating such a powerful entity like I Am Brilliant in service, it's a blessing to be able to come with the many talents that and babies we've had, literally and business wise, since then, that we've been able to be fruitful and multiply with. So I want to share the keys, I want to share the pathway. There is nothing hidden. This is a blessing. This is how we get it. and we're here to share and partner with you along the way.
And I think the blessing of this experience is between myself and Shemeka, we represent the diaspora of the African American, Black experience. And a lot of that is something that we've learned to create a universal translation. And so we hope for all of our listeners that you all really kind of tap into what it really is to be a Black person in 2023 and beyond. And we're also talking from a place of humanity, from a place of evolution, from a place of new solutions. And we're excited and we're bold with what we're here to say. So, from our old shows, people may remember Young, Gifted, and Black and all these other segments. But this new version is just going to be us, just unpacking and talking with you all to really kind of give some gems through each, conversation. But just over time, I really look forward to sharing with you what an average week looks like for us with the clients we deal with some of the stories, with some of the unique challenges that get presented to an organization like us. And all of it started from this wonderful conversation called Sunday Stacks. So we hope to really heal the family, again, the community, as well as people with those enterprising company mindsets, and really kind of provide some great direction. So with that, we also have to pay the bills. So I would like to talk about my lovely wife, Shemeka Ebony, who I met again back in 2015 in community. And we started this Sunday Stacks show, which then turned into a love affair that now is our beautiful family, the Brilliant Bunch. But Shemeka is also an author, y'all. Let me say that again. She is a author, y'all, and she is what we call a leadership coach, and she's been a leader in my life. And most men, I know it's hard to say that, but my wife is a leader in our family, and I also know when to step up in the places that I lead. But what we teach with I Am Brilliant is the mindset that leadership is about where you're most brilliant, where you're most gifted, where you're most talented. And she steps up in so many different ways. But what she does when it comes to touching and edifying the word is been a transformational thing in my life, and really made sure that I had to cuff this one, y'all, to make sure that, she stayed with me and was able to be the woman of my life to continue to, fill my cup up. So I can't say more to her as an author of her book. First, we want to, of course, bring up the While I'm Getting Naked devotional series. Yes. We're going to get you to break that down. But I also want to let you all know on this Sunday Stacks return, we're talking about sanctuary life. Yes, y'all. Mecca has her second book out, Sanctuary Life. So I promise you, for those who know While I'm Getting Naked, then you already know you're in for a treat with this second installation. But I'm going to let Shemeka go ahead and tell you all a little bit about both books and just kind of what she's doing next. And that's the goal. We just really want this to be a healing platform, to really be able to talk with the world in a way that we missed, having these private conversations. Because I don't mind you all getting into my head to know where I'm at. But first of all, if you need to know, I'm here honoring this wonderful author and woman of God, like, you wouldn't believe. And I'm getting edified and I'm learning. So when I come out here to teach and preach, I got the things to say. And let me go ahead and without further ado, let Shemeka go ahead and tell the world about these wonderful books she's developed for us all.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and thank you for lifting up this labor of love in community with me. While I'm Getting Naked was initially written while living in a church in a rural community with my two sons, serving community. Serving as a executive director of a community development corporation at the time, and learning the tests and trials of building a nonprofit from the ground up. I had to get naked and real to survive. So it was a journal journey that I had to kind of write out the things I needed to strip off, because I had to shift my mindset. I was down because of my life situations, things I had gone through. It could have been another way, as they say, or I could have been dead and gone, sleeping in my grave. But the Lord had another assignment, and I didn't lose my mind. Even the fractured pieces came together in a wholeness that I've never been able to identify with before. And it was because of that journey of getting naked that released this book that is a tool to help you get real with yourself. It is strong, but if you know me, then you know all about being strong, hearing it strongly, and what to do with it thereafter. This is an opportunity for you to do that pulse check, and this book is a way to also do reflective journaling if you're not familiar with that practice. It's prompts that kind of help you dive deep into your own consciousness and self-awareness. So this is a support tool for that. It's also an outreach tool for ministries that are looking to do something besides the church pamphlet, to go out into the hedges and highways when you meet people. This is a book that is a good, strong read that you can take your time with. And I encourage that. And small groups, I encourage it. Married couples, I encourage it. Doing this together so that no one is left behind. It is so important that if you're partnering with someone or if you're in a relationship with someone, getting naked should not be in an unsafe environment. And if they don't understand what it looks like to see you get naked as you peel off these layers and become who you're supposed to be, they may misunderstand your process. And in this case, in many cases, we don't feel like we have time to fix ourselves and others at the same time. So we hide these things and we don't deal with them. But while I'm getting naked is an opportunity to kind of step into that space of taking that leap and starting that journey. Sanctuary Life, I'll just mention also as a follow-up. It is a deeper dive into my experiences living in the church, in a rural community, and shifting and transitioning from going to church to becoming the church, because I began to understand as a servant leader that there is times in our lives that people will look at us and that's the only reflection of God that they may see or have access to. And what am I going to do with that time? So Sanctuary Life was that servant leadership journey that's also written in a reflective journal style to kind of take that deeper dive into self-accountability as we are servant leaders in the world.
Man, do you hear this amazing nuanced voice of our times, you all? Shemeka Ebony not only has the voice of an angel and speaks wisdom in the presentation of her work, but when you read the work, when you really just allow for it to penetrate your soul, I mean, you don't even have a choice. If you just open it up, it's just going to get you. But one of the things that I'm most impressed with both of these self-published, wonderfully written, beautifully, eloquently, prepared, so thoughtful in regards to being a reflective journal. But these books have the most beautifulest cover, y'all. When you get this book in your hand, it's not the thickest book in the world. So those that get book intimidated, and I know there's those who want to have books that they can read like it's War and Peace or something. But for those who just want something that's gonna hit quick, that's gonna get it done, that's gonna answer and fulfill the question, and for those who are artistic out there that just love a piece of beautiful. I mean, you get this book and you just let it sit in your. I mean, you don't even put it on your bookshelf. You set it in front of the bookshelf so everybody see it. I mean, this is a coffee table book. This is an amazing manual for children to just see it. I mean, her first book, While I'm Getting Naked, though the title's provocative, the impact is greater because it's about confidence, it's about growth. And when you see the cover in it, it's just Shemeka showing herself in this beautiful black and white illustration of this confidence that we don't need to over colorize it, but just really get to the core of who we all are. And then when you look at this new book, Sanctuary Life, it's just amazing. And as a husband, I'm not only in in a position of watching this development, but this is the cover of Shemeka and myself, and I'm fortunate to have taken these photos of these covers. But when I talk about, this is a shot of Shemeka in Africa, in Sierra Leone, West Africa, the place where my family is from, and Shemeka is courting young kids who were not in a village, not in the city, but living on the top of this mountain, one of the toppest, the top peaks, Leicester Peak in Sierra Leone. I mean, we have so many stories that here at Sunday Stacks. I mean, we're gonna tell you this, the Sierra Leone story is coming. So that's what we're saying. We want y'all to continue to tune in and just listen to the goals that we're trying to express for the work we're doing, because a lot of what we do is selfless. It's not about us. We enjoy our lives, we enjoy our families, and we're grateful for some of the experiences that God has afforded us in the work we do. But we do this for the people. We do this to show and inspire people. And I ain't gonna lie, those who know us, you know you've been inspired. And that is the point. We want to encourage you to create your own. We want you to be encouraged. And we want to model what it could look like. Yes. But we also encourage all of you all to start tapping in. Sunday Stacks is here to remind you all that we're here to share who we truly are and what we're doing and why we're doing it. And I mean, I'm big on the whys. You hear me, Shemek? I'm big on the whys, you know. I think we all should be asking the why people do things. And why I do this Sunday Stacks is because I love expressing my process. I love being able to go week for week and talk to you, the wonderful audience out there, and share with you all why we're out here passionately working and contributing the way we're contributing with what we do with I Am Brilliant and all the other business ventures that we create. Everything we do is always about the people and helping this excellence continue to grow. And as we say, excellence has to evolve, so therefore excellence is brilliant in our opinion.
I love it. So definitely tap in, share this with your friends and family. Go get you some of those books at Shemeka.com. You can get autographed copies from there. But, you know, if you have some memberships on some other platforms, you can definitely be able to download and access and purchase from there. But if you want it from me, you go to Shemeka.com, SHEMEKKA.com.
And you can also get more information on the organization I Am Brilliant at I Am Brilliant, IAMBRILLIANT.org, and that'll get you a lot of the information about the work we do. Right now, we're just at the point where we're excited to relaunch the Sunday Stacks experience. I hope you all have enjoyed this experience. It's just a different flavor now. That's why I love this podcast space. We just want to be able to come in here and speak freely and just not hold back anymore, and really let you all know that we're here for you. Please check out our YouTube channels. I Am Brilliant, just about on every platform. I Am Brilliant, you are too, on Instagram and Twitter. So please stay and linked up with us. You are too, the letter U R 2 after I Am Brilliant. So definitely check us out on major platforms. But if, like most people know, just hashtag I Am Brilliant, and you'll probably stumble upon us in the work we're doing. So again, this is Michael Stewart Isaacs, and I thank you all for tuning in. Check us out next week when we'll launch the next recurring. That's what we're here for. We just want to continue to drop these things on your head back to back and bring some good vibes to you all and just share with you the work we're doing.
Peace and blessings.
All right.
I am brilliant.
And you are too. Thank y'all for checking out Sunday Stacks relaunch, and stay tuned for more episodes to come. Peace.